Do you know what I just did? I was fiddling with the camera and I took both my hands off the handlebars to fix the camera and then back on it. It wasn't until I'd done it I realised that I'd done it. I haven't done that since I was a kid. I used to do it all the time. But I must be getting confident and I didn't fall off. Could have broke my neck. So, different type of video. I'm gonna just run through a few of the things that I'm thinking about. How things have gone, how I'm feeling, and maybe a wee tiny bit about future plans. It's sort of a top 10 great things. Fast. Top 10 great things, or best things, or things that have shocked me about my time so far and the risk that it took sailing up and leaving. Right, we're at the beach. Need to find somewhere to sit. There's bees everywhere, by the way. Don't know if you can see them, but oh, lovely, lovely, all around me. Oh, I'm not generally afraid of them, but I was a bit outnumbered there. They're probably following. They're probably following me, heading towards the water. No, now I'm about to go to the sand. I'm probably going to sink. Right. Bees are gone. I'll sit in that wee fence over there. So bear with me. Need to be a bit more careful when riding the bike and trying to talk to the camera. Holding it with one hand. So the first thing for me, and the biggest thing, is after living in a house and having a normal life all my life, I've always had in the back of my mind, since I decided that living in the van for a period of time was going to be my life, I have had a worry, you know. I'm living as a nomad now. You're giving up your normal life to live in the world, live outside. I was worried that I wasn't going to enjoy it, and thankfully I have had no regrets in that way at all, not one bit. In fact, it's the opposite. It all feels good, and that's a big relief. The next one is, without any doubt, bills, finance agreements, mortgages. It's an amazing feeling to not have any of those. I don't have any. You know, even if I get fed up now and go home, I just have no bills. I'll live in my motorhome. So yeah, that's just fantastic. Another thing, you know, the grass is always greener on the other side. So while I'm living at home and during lockdown and making plans for all this, you don't know is it going to work. You don't know when you leave. Or you're going to regret it instantly, and then it would be a massive mistake. If I had have sold up, give up my career, sold my car, sold my house, everything, and set off and realised right away that this wasn't going to work, it would have been a disaster. So you're taking a big massive risk, and for me, it's not worth it for everybody. I watch other vloggers, other people doing similar things on YouTube, and probably about 50% of them give it up after a few months, you know, and I get that. A month ago I was feeling a bit low with the ill weather that I've been dealing with and everything else, and a lot of time in my hands to think. You have to, whenever you don't have your normal worries, your normal things to think about you would have at home, it gives you plenty of time to think up other things, and it takes a while for that to balance and you get sorted out in your head. Now I'm not really thinking about too many things. In fact, yeah, there's nothing I'm really worried about. I'm worried about a brother-in-law that isn't well, and if my dad's a bit elderly, and you have those sort of things in the back of your mind. But day-to-day worries, they're gone. They're just gone, and it's feeling better as the weeks go on. That's a nice feeling. I have now got to a point after 3 months that the doubts that I was having up to even a month ago have now practically gone, and I know I will never go back to my old way of life. I could end up back home maybe at some point. I've seen a lot in Ireland since I've left that I didn't appreciate a lot. So you never say never. I can't see myself ever living in Ireland again, but I mightn't feel like that in 6 months, a year, 2 years, so never say never is a very true thing. Next, what I want to do in the future, and what I didn't know if this was going to work. So when you're at home and you're living your normal life and you're making these sort of plans and you go and do it, and then you discover that there's something about the lifestyle that you really do like, it's left me up, not because of nothing else, it's left me a lot of time to think. And my plans for the future are now starting to evolve. I won't live in a van for years and years and years. I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying seeing places, but I will not live in a van. I'm somebody that's great on my own. I go on holidays on my own, but my job at home was dealing with people all day long, teaching them to learn to drive, and then I like my home life when I no bother. But being 24 hours a day, I'm not feeling lonely or anything, but I prefer eventually to be in a situation where you build up a few friends around you and that sort of thing, which you don't get on the road. You're getting very brief acquaintances with other people. So with having the time in my hand and thinking a lot, I've come to some fairly big, I think I've come to the decisions, big decisions about my future and my future plans, and I'm going to keep it to myself for now to ponder everything for a while, but I will at some point tell you what I'm planning on doing. But I want to be 100% sure, and there's no point in talking. But for now, we're doing this is what we're going to keep doing, you know. Another thing is mostly not having anything specific to do every day is becoming more and more, it's making me feel free, increasingly so, all the time. And I think that's going to free me up to do things that I wouldn't have once thought that I'd do. I maybe have another 20 years of hopefully continuing to be healthy, and I am never going to live the normal life again. No matter what I do, I'm going to ensure that I'm as happy as I can possibly be doing what I want to do, doing what makes me happy. Another thing, another worry, another in the back of your mind, there isn't a limitless amount of money. So I've made my plans to cover me for a couple of years initially, and you make a budget and you buy your van and you do everything else, and then you work out how much you're going to have each month. Well, the first couple of months I ended up spending far more than I thought, more than I had allowed. I allowed a contingency, but I've spent more. There's things that you just don't expect. But in the last month, I'm shocked at how little money I've spent. I can't believe it. I hope it stays like that, but I'm way down below, maybe 25-30% below what I'd planned to spend per month this month. Now I know things are going to happen. I'm going to be hit with shocks and surprises that you have to pay for. Things happen to the van or whatever, but it's great. And again, that makes you feel great, because you're that wee worry you have in the back of your mind is, are you going to spend more? Or have you budgeted too little? Or maybe your money's only going to last you a lot less than you thought it was going to last. So that's great. And it also, I've been a spender all my life. I mean, I'm usually Amazon and eBay mad, you know, just thinking of gadgets and thinking of things. I'm not thinking about anything like that now. I'm quite content. In fact, I was going to buy myself a wee microphone for this, and I thought, my microphone's fine. This wee microphone setup that I've got now is pretty decent. Why are you thinking of spending money? And I didn't even think that, you know. It's just, no, I'm not going to do that. That's just wasting money. I don't need to. And I was never like that. Another thing's the YouTube channel. YouTube channels are notoriously hard to get them to take off. A lot of people don't get anywhere. I don't know yet if my channel's going to get anywhere, but that's my entertainment, that's my hobby, that's what I want to be able to do. And if people weren't enjoying it, it would be a problem. Now, with YouTube, the hard thing's getting to your first 1,000 subscribers. They hardly recommend you, you know, on the list on the side. The better your channel's going, the more people someone types in camper van, you're going to get higher up that list. Well, at the minute I'm hard to find, and that's the way it is. And they won't really, they do a little bit, they show your videos to occasionally to people if they hit the right sort of words, but it's not until you get to 1,000 subscribers that they start really promoting you. And that's the way YouTube is. The more subscribers you have, the more comments you have, the more likes you have, everything else, the higher they're going to put you up. But it's hard to get to that 1,000, and a lot of people give up before they get there. But I'm over the moon. My everything's increasing in a nice way every day now. I'm getting about 5 or 6 subscribers a day. A couple of weeks ago I was at 1,000 views in the last 28 days, and now I'm I'm at 1700 views in the last, so it's all gone up and it's going in the right direction, and that's brilliant as well. I didn't know anyone would hit subscribe other than my friends at home, and it's just starting to happen, hopefully, and hopefully it'll just keep building and building and building and building. I now know what I didn't know, and that is that there is a type of person out there that's going to enjoy my videos. That's why they've hit the subscribe button, and that's fantastic, guys, and thanks everyone who has subscribed, and anyone who hasn't. And hopefully my videos are going to get more and more entertaining. So much planned now that I'm going to be telling you about shortly. So I thought I'd give you a few thoughts on how I'm thinking about things. Tomorrow I'm leaving here. I've been here since last Monday. This is Monday. I had mentioned in an earlier video that I have something to do in Rome, something exciting, which I'll tell you about in the next video. So I've picked a campsite in Rome. I have to do my message and a bit of sightseeing to do. I'm looking forward to Rome. I have started to avoid cities by and large, but Rome's a bit different. I don't know what to expect now, because nearly every city I've been to has been a wee bit disappointing. I haven't went into the centres. You know, if you go on a weekend to some of these places, you get a flight to the airport and then you get brought into the centre, and the centres are always lovely. But I've been quite shocked at the suburbs of, I think, practically all of the cities I've been in. But I'm getting into the heart of Rome, and I'm looking forward to the Colosseum and a few other things. So I'm going to leave it off there. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, please hit the wee bell. Comments would be great. But until next time, I'm from lovely, nippy but sunny Italy. Bye for now.